Happy New Year, Giz Army. We made it, y'all. Thank God. Because won't He do it? Now, I don't know how you end your year or hit the reset button to create space for a fresh start, but let me show you how I get my mind and spirit together. So, my mantra this year is I am my highest priority, period. That starts with something grounding like a hot cup of tea, warm liquids in the morning, just calm my spirit and set the tone for my day. Today is Bible study day, but even when it's not, I'm starting my mornings by talking to Big G. My relationship with God is my top priority. Devotionals, venting, praising is how I realign my spirit and pour into my soul. And honestly, these resets are about doing what feels good and what aligns with your purpose. So I encourage you. What fills your cup? Like what grounds you and keeps you moving forward? Take time to figure that out because it's so important. And speaking of feeling good, I couldn't resist ordering Bay and I's go-to kava. Healthy, filling, and freaking delicious. So I popped our order on the screen for y'all. So if you've been curious, now's your sign to try it. But for real, resetting for me is all about clean faces, clean spaces, full freaking tummies, and clear minds. So I give myself the time and space I need to realign so I can show up for my goals and purpose with intention. It's a vibe, y'all. All right, so let's just get into it. We're really going to begin the new year with a full-blown reset. We've already started the day off right, trying to recover my life from Christmas and Christmas Eve. There's some deep cleaning that needs to occur in my home as well as some goal setting. I have not finished my vision board and just putting all of that down on paper. So what we're going to start with though is definitely packing up a lot of this Christmas decor. If you've been following me on my Instagram and TikTok and all the things, you know that I've had my Christmas tree up all year, but it hadn't been decorated. So I decorated it around December or beginning of December, and I decided that it's been up long enough clearly. So I'm going to remove the Christmas decorations and reset the house at least downstairs. I didn't do much upstairs, and start working on putting them in their appropriate bins for whenever I start to get back to organizing the garage. And as I woke up this morning, I had a different thought about what I wanted to deep clean today. I nixed actually starting to organize the garage and decided that I'm going to actually clean my refrigerator from top to bottom. So that is what we're gonna do as far as physical deep cleaning. And if I feel like doing other things throughout, then you'll just see that as we do it throughout. But that's the plan. And then after that, I will sit down and you and I are just going to talk about our visions for 2025. And so I want to show you what I've done or what I've started on. Like I bought this new planner, which I'll talk about, and just where I've started with my vision board and communicate a little bit about that. And then I'll finish it up probably on my own, but I want us to get a good kickstart to the new year. I think by the time this actually drops, I'll have it complete. So that'll be good. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish eating my food. I think I'm gonna go for a walk sometime throughout this process to also just continue to refresh my mental. Walks really do help, and we'll talk more about that once we go on our walk together. But I'm just trying to recoup my life. My energy is not up all the way, but that's why I do these things to help me get back to my normal state and my normal energy. But I also had drinks yesterday, and oftentimes drinking liquor really does bring me down. So I don't do it very often. Sorry guys, that's where we're at. But all right, I'm gonna finish eating, and y'all should too if you haven't already. Good morning, family, Giz Army, OG vets. Look, I didn't end up doing my walk yesterday, mainly because I felt super exhausted just doing all of the work around the house, like the decorations, organizing those, putting those up, and then cleaning the garage out and all of that kind of was a bit exhausting, so I had to listen to myself. I felt like the movement I was doing for the day was enough to kind of skip the walk, but I did come today to do my walk. And something I was thinking about is like, I wonder what other people do for movement. You hear everybody do yoga and go to the gym and stretch, and which is great, but I want to know, like, are y'all doing that? Are y'all getting active and moving your bodies every day? I know I could be better at stretching, which is something I am looking forward to doing better at in the new year. But I am on my walk around the neighborhood now. I had an accountability partner this month who was also doing her running. She was running 5 miles a day. And I was like, baby, I just ain't doing that. But my goal was to do at least 15 walks or runs that lasted longer than 20 minutes. It's so funny because I feel like it's the noisiest day ever. But anyway, yeah, so I'm out here doing my walk. I typically listen to a podcast, Balanced Black Girl podcast. Have y'all heard of that? If not, definitely check it out. But let me know if y'all have heard of it in the comments, because that's my girl. But yeah, I listen to a podcast or music, something, help me clear my head or just refocus. And then when we get back in the house, Bae's cooking, so we're gonna eat, and then we're gonna work on our vision boards, okay? Because we didn't do that yesterday. So we're gonna get that done today, all right? Okay. We made it upstairs, and we're finally getting to the portion that is really going to help us set the tone for this year of 2025. Okay. The first thing I want to just plug y'all into really quick is 2 books that I plan to read this year that are focused on improving my creativity skills, which I think will really also help you if you're a creative out there too. A lot of people recommended these books at an event I went to last year, December timeframe. So here it is. The first one is Big Magic. I'm reading this with my girl Kayla. We're kind of doing like a book club situation with this book. It's called Creative Living Beyond Fear. And I think this is really great. And I hope that it talks about how sometimes how we believe people will receive what we put out creatively sometimes prevents us from actually creating. That's what it sounds like. And I'm excited to read that, and I want to finish it in January, as I have a goal to get after the goal I didn't get to this year, which was reading at least 10 or listening to at least 10 audiobooks and reading 5 hardbacks. And y'all, I really only read 1. I think I completed 1, and I'm just like, yeah, girl, you gotta do better this year. So, and then the second book is The Creative Acts, A Way of Being by Rick Rubin. I'm not exactly sure what this is about, but I'm excited just to learn and improve my skills and habits as it relates to my creativity. So yeah, those are 2 books. You already know, links in the description and everything, but 2 books that I plan to use to help me with my creativity. Okay, so I purchased this planner called the Jam Planner. What I realized is that a lot of my goals that I set for the new year are very much like business focused. And yes, there were wellness goals that I had, but I didn't prioritize those very much. And I didn't have a planner last year. So this year I want to use this planner, the Jam Planner, to help me quantify or to help me with actually getting after my personal goals. So Jam, let's just talk about what it means. So how do you use the planner is basically like J stands for joy, A stands for ambitions, and M stands for mantra. And the responses you offer for each of these sections will help you create your vision board for the year ahead. So I did that for the year already. I haven't quite finished it, but I think I have a decent understanding of where I want to go with that. And then I've already completed my joy. I've completed a few of my ambitions, and I've gotten into my mantra a little bit. And so the next page of the planner is entering your vision board. Now, I create my vision board in Canva because I think it provides just more options to make it cute and aesthetically pleasing. Come on, Virgo energy, period. So that's what I'm going to use. And here is what I have so far in Canva. So here's what I have so far. This is going to be the true vision board, but this is the aesthetic, the vibes that I'm going with right now. And this is what we're going to be working on for the remainder of the video. So if you haven't already pulled out your Canva or whatever you're using to create your vision board, go ahead and do that. And if you would like to purchase the Jam Planner, check out the link in the description, or go follow them and purchase on your own on Instagram, on their Instagram or their website. But I'm using Canva to actually create the vision board and just using the Jam Planner as a reference. And then I'll probably take the picture and drop it into the Jam Planner in the end. But again, I may not finish this here, but I want to get us started. Let's start the new year off right. And if you do finish your planner, if you do finish your vision board as a result or prompt from this video, I need you to comment. I also need you to send me the freaking vision board on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and say, girl, you put me on, you got me in the building with getting my vision together. Just shameless plug, if you see this before January 9th, I am also attending and participating in the Carefree Black Girl Podcast Vision Board Party in celebration of 100 episodes of the Carefree Black Girl Podcast. I'm a host with 3 other beautiful Black women on the show, and I'll be there in person. So follow at Carefree Black Girl Podcast to find out more details on that, or check the link in the description, and let's get into our vision board, y'all.